The hippopotamus is one of the largest animals in the world. They are 3,000-pound behemoths that are native to Africa. They usually stay in the water to keep cool, and they leave at night to go get grass and eat it because they're herbivores. Now, hippos may look calm in the water with their ears fluttering like this, but they are insanely territorial and dangerous. Considered one of the most dangerous animals by Africa and just in general. Why is that though? They're fast, aggressive, and have traits that are insane if they were carnivores. Their mouths rival any land mammal ever recorded. Their canines are bigger than that of a T-Rex, and their bite force is insane. And despite their huge mass, they can reach speeds 9 miles per hour faster than a human, which is about 20 to 30 depending on what human you're looking at. But they aren't so bad. They are very good for their ecosystem with their poop, and they expel it with their propeller-like tail in all directions. Now, you might know what a hippo is, but I can almost assure you don't know what a cocaine hippo is. If you tell me you do, I won't believe you. Why are they called that though? Well, by some fate, some luck, some chance, they were introduced to Colombia by Pablo Escobar, who imported 4 hippos from Africa to Colombia illegally into his exotic zoo. There they lived until Pablo Escobar died. And when he died, the hippos were left in that zoo for a while. Why though? This is because the other animals were easier to take back to their habitats or just to simply move them. But hippos weren't so easy. They costed more to move and were insanely dangerous. So they were left there. But all hope wasn't lost. They escaped. And Colombia happened to be an environment where they thrive. The climate is very similar to that of Africa, and they have no natural predators, as well as having a lot of vegetation. In fact, the biggest predator for hippos in Colombia are other hippos. Their biggest competition for food are also other hippos. And because of this, there is a lot of evidence that claims that they are reaching crazy population sizes. As stated in a 2023 study published by Scientific Reports, their population sizes are growing rapidly, 200 by 2023, and without proper management, by 2035, can reach 1,000. Which might not seem like a lot to some people, but they're growing insanely quickly. 1,000, they'll be breeding like bunnies at no point. Now, the fact that they go unchallenged is the main challenge. And because of reasons like this, conservation biologists are sparking lots of debate. Their results are mixed because hippos do provide some benefits, like their poop. But, for example, a 2020 study published in the journal Ecology found that lakes inhabited by hippos contain cyanobacteria, while lakes without hippos did not contain that. What does this show? It shows that they changed the ecosystem a lot. The huge herbivores move the loads of grass nutrients to the river they rest in using their poop. Now, the smaller animals must also compete with these huge hippos for food, and according to Colombia's Ministry of Environment, hippos pose a high risk of displacing native species such as manatees, otters, and capybaras because they compete for all the resources. The key biodiversity issue is that hippos are changing an ecosystem they are not native in. Unlike in Africa, where they're part of the food web, they aren't in Colombia. The goal of management is to protect these native species and the biodiversity and keep everything safe and good. Well, another thing that I forgot to mention actually is that their poop also kills fish, surprisingly. The cyanobacteria creates algal blooms, and this causes a lot of fish to die, which can also kill off other animals that are herbivores, unlike hippos, which are herbivores. The outcome has not been concluded, and Colombia is still searching for strategies to manage the population of hippos. In 2022, they have been officially stating that they are looking for great strategies, and in a 2023 study by the scientific reports, the hippo's rapid population growth is posing a threat and making Colombia consider a narrow passage for what to do next. Options have been sterilization and transportation, but these aren't really going to work well because, well, it's expensive, as Pablo's men found out before he died, which was in the 1900s. The next step is to kill them, euthanization. This was confirmed in 2026 by the government, and I just want to know how you guys feel about this, because they are doing bad, but they can also be managed, I feel. The cost to manage them through sterilization is only $10,000, which, if there's only about 300 hippos, say, now, I think this is very doable for this government, and I think it'd be in their best interest to manage them properly and use their effective nutrient gathering skills to better benefit the ecosystems of Colombia. Thank you.